welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. This is the 20th video. I can't believe I made it to 20 videos. I've been trying to make a YouTube channel for a while, and I have made channels and I have kind of given up maybe after like 3 or 4 or 5 videos, and I would just not do anything with the channel. So it's just, for me, it's just so exciting that I've made it to 20 videos. I mean, it took a while. I wasn't as consistent in the beginning as I wanted to, and still, even up to 20 videos, I don't really have many views. So I think I'm probably doing something wrong. So I will probably have to now look into what I should be doing properly to actually get people to view the channel. And I didn't mind before that I wasn't getting views anyway, because I really just first wanted to get to keep making videos, because what's the point of having people come to my channel and then I stop making videos, right? What's the point of that? I wanted to first see if I was going to be more consistent, and if I was going to keep up with it. So now that I know that I really am going to do it and I'm feeling more comfortable doing it, now my new goals are to actually get people to come to the channel. I also need to start learning how to edit better. Right now, all I'm doing with editing is like I will talk over the mic and I will do either speed up or slow down, and that's just about it for editing. I want to do some more things, but I haven't had plans yet as to what I can do. So I think it has to be like a slow progression where I just do things bit by bit. So I guess my goal is just to do it bit by bit so that I don't become too overwhelmed, and to just get there as I get there. Now the point of this 20th video is to talk about it is still an art video, but it's more of a talking video, which is not good because I seem to have a problem with my voice right now. Please forgive me if I clear my throat a few times or if I sound strange. I am having issues. Maybe I don't know, whatever the problem is. But anyway, so when I had the idea for this video, what I wanted to do was to talk about mental wellness, and how because I always hear people talk about hustling and going after that grind and all that stuff, like working hard and working hard and working hard. And I listened to that for a long time, and I always felt like I was being a failure. So I wanted to talk about my experience in terms of that hustle culture. So this is what the point of this video is. So I planned out the video, and I said to myself, okay, yes, I want to talk about this topic, but this is not a podcast. People will need to watch something. So what kind of video should I make? The first thing I thought was I wanted to make a drawing video, so where I could just get some reference images on Google, and I would draw. And I tried that out, and I think maybe because I am skewed, I did the drawing and it came out okay, but I'm really just a beginner. So it wasn't something that I would feel comfortable showing to people as a final product. I feel like even if it's just the whole focus of the video is the audio, the video should still be something that is entertaining. So the first attempt was that drawing, and it wasn't good. So I tried to draw a picture. So I'm not saying what it is because I will want to attempt to draw it again, so I don't want to spoil the fact that I failed in that first attempt. So the second attempt, I decided, I looked at the picture, I looked at what I drew, and I was just not happy. So I said, okay, so the point of the video is just to talk anyway. So how about I just do like drawing practices where I just draw eyes and faces and mouths and just stuff like that. And I did that, but I just felt like there wasn't enough love into that kind of, it felt like it was rushed and just no care was put into it. So I decided to scrap that idea as well. And finally, I landed on this idea, which was, I have these doodle people I draw when I just want to draw. Oh, I hope there are some people with their puppies outside my building. I hope you can hear it, but it's really loud, so you probably can. But when I want to draw people, when I want to do poses, I usually practice drawing these doodle people. They basically have like peanut bodies, and I just bend the peanuts into whatever shape that I want. And I honestly just really like just doing it because it just looks so funny. So I thought to myself, why don't you just make some cards? I have a lot of cardstock, and I have a guillotine. So I decided to cut the cardstock into like little rectangles, and I decided to get some acrylic paint because I have acrylic paint, and I decided to just like make them into pastels. I picked some random colors, and I did like a duo of colors, just two random colors together, two of each. And I did the first one I kind of did it blindly. As you can see, it didn't look really good. I'm like, no, that's not gonna work. It didn't look really good to me at all. So I decided to stop, and I went to get some reference pictures of people just doing random poses, because I don't know, I can't visualize people in poses. I always need references. I don't know why, I just can't just do it myself. So instead, the first one, it's the one that's not colored. You will see all of the others, they're colored. And then there's this one single one, which is the first one I did. It has a face even. The other ones have no face, and that one has a face. It's the only one that is, I just did it from my mind, and it just looks terrible. So I decided that would look nice as a backdrop for this video. So you're probably just watching me paint right now. I don't know where you are in the video, because I'm just recording this and just talking. I just wanted to talk about my plans. So now that you know what you're watching, I just want to talk about the whole mental wellness aspects of the video. When I first started the idea for the video, for having a YouTube channel, I had a goal of wanting to start my own business, because I live in Canada and I work a minimum wage job, and minimum wage in Canada is actually not bad. It's like $15-16, and I make more than minimum wage, to be fair, but it is within a minimum wage job. And I always felt to myself that I want to be in control of my own potential. When you work in a job like that, you are limited. Like there's a ceiling. You can only make this much and this much only. But when you are in a place where you can do your own thing, the potential is limited based on your own efforts. So I watched all these videos. I listened to all these people who had already made it, and they all said you have to hustle, work every day, don't sleep, and stay up and do all these things. And I'm a little bit of an overachiever. It's very unhealthy, the kind of mindset that I have, and I know this. I'm the kind of person, I just don't like to quit. Even when something is just not working, I just don't want to give up on it. I just want to try. Even when I tell myself, okay, now you have to quit, even when I give myself permission to stop, even at that moment, like I might stop for like a second, and I will go back to the same thing, and I can't let go. So when I have that moment where I tell myself I have to hustle, and I can't give up, and then I have the mentality where it's not a healthy balance. So I found myself wanting to do 20 million things at the same time. A YouTube channel, a Twitch channel, Etsy, Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook. I wanted to do everything at the same time while working a full-time job. And I was just like burnt out. I was staying up till 2 a.m. at night. I had insomnia. I couldn't sleep, and I just wasn't reaching anywhere. So I had this schedule where I'd say I have to make 5 videos a week, and I have to post to Instagram like 3 pictures to Instagram every day, and then I have to post to Twitter, and I have to make a Twitch video, a Twitch stream, and I have to post to make products to put on Etsy. And this is a person who has none of these, and then I just wanted to do all of them all from the get-go, and I was just like, what are you doing? Like this. So I have all these ideas that I want to do, right? And I tell myself I have to do all of these things from the get-go. So there's no like gradual progression. I just have to do all of them right away. And I make the schedule for myself, and I tell myself Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, these are the things you have to do. I come home from work, and I'm telling myself I have to do all of these things. And obviously, I'm just one person. This is a crazy schedule. The people who do these things, they work on it from home. Even when they say they hustle, they're hustling only on those things. They don't have other jobs. They just work on this one thing. So I just didn't have time, and I would keep feeling like I was failing because I said to myself, I have to do how many videos a week, and I maybe doing 1 video this week, and let's say I give myself the deadline is 5 videos a week, and I would only be able to make 1 or 2 videos, and then so I'd say, okay, that's my limits. The next week I wouldn't be able to do the 2 videos. I would only be able to do 1. So I'm like, okay, the limit is 1 video. And then I would not be able to reach, because then I have to make all these products that I want to make too, because I have so many ideas that I want to make. I want to make earrings, I want to make stickers, I want to make t-shirts. All of them are easy to make, but they all are time consuming. If you giving yourself too many things to do, all of the things to do are very easy to do, but if you're giving yourself too many things to do, it's difficult to get everything done. It's just a matter of, so I found myself just being up all night, being so tired, because and then I'm you know, the self-talk, it's all negative, saying, oh, you're failing, you can't get anything done, and then you can't reach this, and then the Etsy shop isn't da. So I said to myself, okay, this is too much. And I had this brain fog. I was just so mentally tired, and I said to myself, something has to change. So the first thing I did was I said to myself, okay, the schedule you're making is too much. Instead of trying to do 5 videos a week and then doing a Twitch stream and then doing to Instagram and then Twitter and all of that, because I wasn't reaching any of those deadlines. I would maybe do 1. Let's say I had 100% that I want to do. I'll maybe do 10% because there was just too much to do, and I just kept like trying to bounce between everything. So I said to myself, okay, the amount that I'm trying to do is too much. It's just not possible. So how about I reduce? So instead of trying to do 5 videos a week, how about I try to do 1 video a week, 1 Twitch stream, maybe post to Instagram 3 times a week, and maybe 1 product every 2 weeks. And still, that's still a lot to do, because I work 5 days a week at my job, and that's like 8 hours plus 2 hours to travel, like get ready and travel both ways. That's another 12 hours in the day. That's just for traveling, and then there's the 8 hours to sleep. Like, there's no time. So how am I supposed to get all of this done? So I was still, even when I reduced it, I was still not able to. So let's say the deadline for the video was on Friday, I would have to push it to Saturday. Okay, I'd reach the deadline to Saturday this week, Next week, I'd have to push it to Sunday. So then I'd reach a deadline for Sunday next week. The week after, I'd have to push it till Monday. And then by the time, like after a few weeks, the video, which was supposed to be on Friday, would be 2 weeks late because I had keep having to push it back because I just couldn't keep up. So then I said to myself, okay, I'm doing too much. I'm still trying to do too much because I'm over exerting my brain. So the next thing I did was I reduced my work schedule from 5 days to 4 days. So that would give me 1 extra day just to work on those things, because I kept feeling like I was failing. So I'm talking about this because I want people to understand why the whole hustle culture is not healthy. It's not wrong, but it's not healthy. And I will explain, hopefully I will explain it in a way that makes sense. So I reduced my work schedule from 5 days to 4 days, like at my other job. So that would give me 3 days. So I would have 3 days to work on things, and that helps a lot. But so it would still be me working 7 days a week. And I did that for 4 months, but I was still tired. And I stopped going to bed at 2 a.m. in the morning, and I started going to bed I said to myself, my now cutoff was 11 a.m. At 11 p.m. At 11 p.m. every night, no matter what, you have to stop working. So at 11 p.m. I would stop. Sometimes I would go over to 11:30, but that was very rare. But still, I would be very, very, very tired. And so I said to myself, okay, this is not working out, because it was still a problem. I was still doing too much, and I was still like scrambling, feeling like I'm not getting everything done and I'm not reaching the goals that I had. And so I decided, I said to myself, okay, if you just keep doing the same thing over and over, isn't that what the definition of insanity is? Doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. So what I decided to do, and the reason why I'm making this video now, is to talk about this solution that is actually working for me. And it's it's such a great solution. I said to myself to treat it as a hill or a mountain. Instead of trying to do 5 different things at once, start with 1. What is the most important thing that I want to do? What is the most important thing that I want to do right now? Yes, I want to open an online store, but what's the point of having an Etsy store where nobody knows you? Because I had my Etsy store open, and I was just paying fees to Etsy, and nobody was going to my store. So clearly I was doing something wrong. Nobody knows me. I wanted to do Twitch streaming, but I never actually did a Twitch stream because actually that scares me. I post to Instagram, but I was never consistent in that, and it's just not the place that I want to do Instagram, but it's not the place that I feel is the most important. So I decided that the most important thing for me was I wanted to make YouTube videos. So I said to myself, stop trying to do everything at once. Treat it as a hill, a mountain. We're going to climb a mountain, so we're going to start with one thing. Start making 1 video a week. That's the goal. Make a schedule. What's the videos you want to make? 1 video a week. And keep up with that 1 video a week. You set the day. Make sure you keep up with that 1 video a week. The next thing I did was, so yes, I make 1 video a week, and it seems like I just stopped doing work, right? But that's not actually true. So what I did was, after I made that decision, I then made a schedule. So because I love schedules and I like to know what I'm doing, and I like to have plans. I made a plan of everything that I want to do. So I made a schedule of every single video that I want to come out for each week. So this week will be this, maybe tutorials, maybe an art video, maybe a painting video, or whatever it is. Then I made it so that the videos are not just like easy videos, and the videos will take up my time in a way that's constructive. So, for example, right now I'm working on, hopefully I can do it successfully, a video that is a story time video where it's kind of like, the goal in the future will be that I will make it animated, but right now it's just going to be drawn pictures. So every night I will draw a few frames of the story. So the goal is that, yes, I'm working a lot, but I'm not scattered everywhere. So I'm not going like, one day I'm working on the earrings, one day I'm working on the this, and then I don't feel like I'm just stretched all over, and I don't know what I'm doing, and I don't feel like I can't focus on everything. So the next thing I did was, I said to myself, yes, that's great that you've made a schedule and you're following through with the schedule, you're recording videos, you're editing the videos, you have a plan, and you're crossing everything out, and then you're keeping up with the schedule. But now you're still working every day, and you're still working till 11, and you're still exhausted, and you still have the mental fog. We need to do one more thing that's very important. We need 1 day of actual rest. So I decided that one of my 3 days off will be a rest day, which is so hard for me. That's such a difficult thing for me to do. In fact, the first rest day was actually a half day, because I tried to stay like I was like just reading in bed, like just like reading in a book, and my brain just wouldn't let me. I actually got up and went to do more work halfway through the day. I couldn't. But I then throughout the week I still felt really tired. So I decided, no, that's not gonna work. You have to follow through. It has to be a rest day. So the second rest day, I went out to do things, but then it's still mental work. I was still making decisions, still thinking, because I'm a planner. If I go out, then I'm planning, I'm making decisions, and it's just mental work. So the whole point of the rest day is I don't want to think. I want my brain to just be off, to be shut. So the third rest day, I forced myself to stay home, and I just read. I found it was a manhwa, so a Korean light novel that I liked. It had over 1,000 chapters, and I just spent the day reading. It was really hard. That was the first day that I did nothing, and I kept feeling like I was doing something wrong, like I was failing or something. But that week I felt so amazing. It was so insane. Like I got so much done. Like it was, I can't even explain. Like I got so much done, even though I felt like while I was doing nothing that whole day, I felt like my brain kept telling me like, you should get up, go do something. But I forced myself to stay and read, and I just felt so good for the whole week. I didn't feel tired, I didn't feel foggy. I just got so much work done. And then I did it again the next week, and I had a little bit of the mental like guilt trip, just a little bit still. But then again, I had a lot of progress. I got a lot done, and I got a lot of, like, I was able to think of more solutions to problems that I just was having a lot of problems thinking of before. And then I realized that maybe, yeah, this is working out for me. So the next week I just did it, and there was no mental backlash. So I was able to just, I got a Crunchyroll subscription. I was thinking to myself, what would be the most effective way to waste the day? Because that's basically what I was doing. I just wanted to do nothing, just to not think and just do nothing. Because if I do anything, it's just not gonna work. I have that kind of mind that just, it has to be something that's a waste of time. And I thought of Netflix, but I actually don't have any subscriptions, because that's how much work I do. I literally do nothing but work, especially because we're in the middle of a pandemic. I just don't go anywhere. I just work. So I canceled all my subscriptions when the pandemic started, because I wasn't gonna be going anywhere anyway. Because I am one of those people that I don't want to get the virus. So I just knew I was not gonna be using it, because I knew I was gonna be spending the time working. And so I said to myself, what was going to be the most effective thing that I would use? And I was said to myself, you know what? I would like to watch some anime, and it's been good. I would say I highly recommend anybody who is doing that hustle life. If it's working for you, then of course keep at it. But I would say that it's always a good idea to schedule a break. We are like batteries. We need to recharge. If you're not the kind of person who can waste a day or whatever, then do it however you can. But I really suggest that the day of doing nothing, just not using mental activity, it's something about it. Just when you come back, you will have so many more fresh ideas, and that's why we sleep, right? That's the whole reason why we sleep. Every night we recharge, and then new ideas come. Like when I used to do all those crazy nights, I would literally go to bed because I literally couldn't think anymore. I would look at a problem and I just couldn't have a solution, and when I'd wake up in the morning, I would have a new answer, just like that. So that's the whole point of the wasted, I call it a wasted day because that's what it still feels like a wasted day to me, but I am going to keep doing it because I feel like for me it's necessary. And I'm pretty sure there are studies out there that do prove that the hustle lifestyle is not the best. It's not the greatest. And I'm sure, and again, if it's working for you, I'm not telling anybody don't do it. If it's working for you, by all means, go for it. But I want to just say and recommend to anybody who feels like they're tired all the time, they're exhausted, they're mentally dragged down, whatever. If you just think you need a break every now and then, it doesn't have to be the full day. But I feel like, I don't know, something about our brains that we are programmed to recognize the cycle of the sun. Something about the morning to nighttime cycle. Sometimes it just it resets us. So I would recommend a full day. But if you don't want to do a full day, even if it's just half a day of just doing nothing, something about that is just, it's amazing. So I just wanted to talk about that. And that was my whole mental wellness spiel. I kind of just went all over the place because I just wanted to talk off the cuff, unedited. And yeah, that's about it. Thank you so much for listening if you did. If you like this kind of content, I will probably be doing one kind of like mental health, personal development-ish kind of talk. Mine anyway, or my thoughts about it once a month. So please hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button if you want more. And most of the content will be art related, me trying new things. Well, maybe not art, just mainly trying new things. A lot of it will be art, but not only art. I want to try out new things. That's the whole point of the channel. So if you're interested, then please hit that like and subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one.